guys, welcome back to Vivace Lifestyle. This is my, I think, fourth video of a video about life and mental health. And so this time I'm going to talk about sleep. Sleep is one of the biggest things about me, and when I start to go off track, it's always because of sleep. Um Especially for people with bipolar, not enough sleep causes your mood to get like either um too elevated, meaning manic, or depressed. Losing sleep usually causes mania and more sleep depression. So like if you keep that middle ground, it doesn't go either way. And sometimes if it gets too far, if you let it go off track by choice, sometimes you have more trouble controlling it and then it gets out of whack. Anyway, that's enough about that. For everybody else though, falling asleep can be difficult sometimes. You might have insomnia, you might wake up in the middle of the night, or wake up too early, or not be able to like get tired in the middle of the day or whatever. And yes, all of these issues probably have something else related to it, like you didn't get enough sleep that night so you're tired during the day, or you took a nap and then you can't sleep at night. So here's a video about sleep regulation, how to stay asleep or fall asleep faster. So first things first, a sleep schedule is really important, especially if you want to feel awake during the day every day. And sleep schedules are good because your body gets used to it, and when you fall asleep at the same time and you wake up at the same time, it's easier to keep that running, and your body is like, okay, it's time to go to bed. I'm gonna get tired at 11 p.m. or whatever, and then I'm gonna wake up at 7:30 every day. And I've done this. I haven't necessarily gone to bed at the exact same time. I've gone to bed in like within the same hour, but I almost always wake up from 8 to 8:30, and I don't have an alarm or anything, and it only works to wake up that late when we are in this little corona crisis, so we don't have to go anywhere. I bet I would have to wake up a lot earlier if I went to school. But yeah, so that's the thing about schedules. Having one is good, and it also helps because you don't get as tired during the day, because your cycle and your brain is like, yes, I got my sleep, it's in the schedule. And another thing is, if you go to bed at different times, your brain gets confused. It's like, but I thought I wasn't tired yet, or I am thrown off track, and then it makes you tired during the day because you got wonky sleep the night before. Yes. All right, the next thing, not being able to fall asleep. So this was always a big problem for me, and I'm sure many of others of you have had times where you just lie in bed and you just keep thinking and you can't fall asleep and you toss and turn. Well, that's been a lot of my issues before. Now it's a lot easier. I don't know what I do really. I haven't like consciously tried to fall asleep by thinking about a certain thing or whatever, but I've learned a lot of things work. So first thing, you have to make sure you're in a comfortable position, that all your muscles are relaxed. Like if you're thinking about something that stresses you out, you might get all tensed up, but you should try your best to like calm your mind, think about something that will calm you down, not what you have to do tomorrow or your homework that you didn't finish or whatever. Like, calm your mind. You can do all of it. You'll get through it tomorrow. You'll worry about it when the time comes. Just relax your brain and your muscles, and that's step one. Step two is think about like think about something that works for you. I once did like me floating on a raft with like a waterfall nearby, and like you can hear the waterfall sounds, or like trick your brain into hearing it. Or you could just imagine like blackness, but it's like it's hard to explain. It's kind of like blackness, but it's like breathing blackness. I don't know how to explain it. But like, yeah, if you imagine just nothing, that might also help. Another thing is a pendulum. So like imagine you being on it, or that it's like in front of you. And you can like um you imagine yourself like swaying a little bit, and that definitely helps. I don't really remember why or how or anything, but I definitely did read that somewhere, and it helped me a few times. Another thing is making sure that your phone is off, or at least that the notifications turn off. Because if it's right next to you on your bed, which I often did, I now keep it like out of my room because it's annoying sometimes. But if the light flashes on telling you that you have a notification, or that it buzzes or something, you're gonna wake up, and you're gonna have that little thing in your, I don't know, that biological reaction that we get now when you get a notification. You really want to check it. You're like, okay, I gotta check it. And then you try to resist it, but you're too excited about it. That's like, even if you don't check it, your brain is still running as if um, it was actually checking, I guess, because you got really excited about it. So that's another suggestion. Don't keep your phone on and near you, because that will not help your sleep. And I know that all the experts tell you don't have your phone an hour before bed, like blue light. That's sure, whatever. But I've definitely used my phone in the last hour before I went to bed, and I went to bed fine. I think it's mostly just the stimulation, like um talking to people really fast, having engaging conversations, watching videos that make you a little worked up, or even getting notifications. Like it keeps the brain running, and like when you go and do all these things at the same time, your brain is still running on high. It's not necessarily the blue light. What was the next thing I was going to talk about? Oh, staying asleep. Staying asleep is rough. Like, you can't always control it. Sometimes it's because you've been having a dream. Sometimes it's because your sleep schedule is also off. So it's like, how am I supposed to get back on a sleep schedule if I wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to bed? So one of the big issues with that is, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're up for like half an hour, it's probably best if you don't try to keep staying in bed, because you might not fall asleep. You should get up and like read or draw or something that is calming to the mind. Not pick up your phone, because that will wake you up even more, but get up. Don't really lie down in bed anymore. Sit up and like do something, and then you'll eventually feel tired, and then you'll be there to lie down again. And I've heard from many health professionals not to stay in bed, even like get up and do something. Don't stay in your bed, because when your body gets into bed, you want it to remember your bed as a sleepy place. So when you, that also helps for falling asleep. When you get into bed and you lie down, you want that to be, oh, it's bedtime, not, oh, it's just another time that we relax while lying down. You don't want that. So keeping your bed as your sleeping place is also important. So yes, when you get up to do an activity, don't stay in bed, and just go downstairs to a couch or to a chair, and then when you get tired, come back to bed and lie down. Um Another thing that helps is doing the same thing every time before you go to bed. Like if you wash up and then you read and then you go to bed, do that every day, so your body like gets used to the sleeping routine, and then by the time you're done with it, it's ready to go to bed. You could do honestly anything that helps you calm down a little bit. You don't want to have all your excitement from the day carried with you straight into bed. You want to have that little brain relaxing time before you fully try to get your body into rest. So those were the big issues with sleep that I've had, and I just explained to you a few different ways that you can deal with them. And yeah, I hope you guys have had a great night last night and not have any of these issues. But of course, if you did, here's a video to help you. And make sure you watch the other videos about life in my other playlists and like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.